The scent of his cologne was different. It was the first thing I noticed when he leaned in to kiss my cheek. A habit from our early days he'd never broken. Sandalwood and citrus, his signature, was now layered with something floral and sweet. A woman's perfume. It clung to the wool of his coat. A ghost in the fibers. For weeks, I'd been collecting these ghosts. The new, secretive lock on his phone. The late client dinners that left no trace on our shared credit card. The distance in his eyes when he looked at me. As if he were seeing me through a fogged window. I told myself I was paranoid. That 15 years of marriage bred these quiet fears. But the perfume was evidence I could smell. A truth I could no longer ignore. The confrontation happened on a Tuesday, over a pot of burnt pasta. The domestic failure felt like a fitting backdrop. Who is she, Mark? He didn't even try to deny it. The relief on his face was worse than any lie. Her name is Chloe, he said, his voice flat. From the marketing firm. It's been 6 months. 6 months. Half a year of my life had been a carefully constructed set, and I was the only actor who didn't know the script. The pain was a physical thing, a cold, heavy stone settling in my chest where my heart used to be. I didn't scream. I just stared at the ruined dinner, the steam rising like a surrender flag. Do you love her? I asked, my voice strangely calm. He ran a hand through his hair. A gesture of exhaustion I knew intimately. I don't know. It's different. It's not about love. It's about feeling seen again. Seen. The word was a scalpel. Had I stopped seeing him? Had we both just become fixtures in each other's landscapes, comfortable and utterly invisible? He moved to the guest room. The house, once too small for our dreams, became cavernous with silence. I spent days swinging between white-hot rage and a numbness so deep I feared I'd never feel anything again. I went through the motions. Work, groceries, empty smiles for friends. But at night, in the hollow of our king-size bed, I grieved for the man I married and the woman I was with him. The strange part was, the anger began to morph. Not for him, but for us. We had let this happen. We had stopped talking about anything that mattered. Trading depth for the smooth efficiency of a shared calendar. The affair was his betrayal. But the emptiness that allowed it to take root belonged to both of us. He asked for a divorce 3 weeks later. He said he wanted to explore this new chance at happiness. I signed the papers, my hands steady. The finality was a kind of mercy. It's been a year now. The divorce is final. I live in a small apartment with a view of an oak tree, not a manicured lawn. Sometimes, when I catch a trace of sandalwood and citrus on a stranger in a crowd, my breath still hitches. But the ghost of that floral perfume has finally faded. I am learning, slowly, how to see myself again. And in the quiet of my own company, I've found a bittersweet truth. Sometimes, the end of one story is the only way to begin your own.